and today we are dealing with the Bulls. Because, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Is New Year here? Nope. The fuck? Alright, so, yeah. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm gonna get killed. But I said that same thing with the Rockets, and maybe I'll do good. For those of you who don't know, that game went into like overtime. I pushed the Rockets with Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, James Harden, all them to overtime. That's amazing. Because it's like, that team should have blown me the fuck out. Like, I'm not saying Melo's a good player, but shit, you know? So, yeah, this might be like a long stream or something. Who the fuck knows? Oh, it's like one of those things where I'm like, shit. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm holding a soda in one hand. So, yeah, that shit all happen. As I almost get the 5 second. Oh, come on. I love this shit when I sit on a controller. Sit on some shit. Alright. That's good. They missed. I don't know. I don't really like the Bulls uniforms, and I'm not saying the ones they're wearing now, but they have the stupid city uniform. That's like, what the fuck, bro? It's kind of got the stars and stuff on it, and I'm like, that's not cool. I don't know what was wrong with their other uniforms that were the alternates, like the black and shit. That's just classy and timeless. I don't know. People, it's a fucking stupid change, but it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah. Oh, done with the soda. Let's go. Unfortunately, I gave the other team so much momentum at the start. I like how that guy doesn't even get the rebound. That's kind of terrible. He had him boxed out. I don't know, but I don't care. Like, my philosophy with the Bulls is the more we lose, the better. Unfortunately, that's not good. It's like one of those things where I'm like, I don't like losing, but shit. Oh, come on. That was a bad pass on my end. I just gave him the bucket. Shit. I love how they call timeouts like it's 10-0. This game is meaningless at this point. Alright, so yeah. I always kind of feel like, at some point the computer should just realize like the goal is to lose and to gain experience. So, you know, it's not to win at this point. We're not going to win. We're not going to be good. I mean, that's a bad shot. But, I don't, like I said, it's not even like we've given up a 10-0 run to start the game. A 10-0 run is hard to come back from, but at least it's like not even 3 minutes into the game. I gotta admit that ever since I realized what tanking is a good thing, it's been like it's been a lot easier to say, you know what, this team is not gonna be competitive. We gotta tank. Yeah, Markkinen, you gotta hit that. This game can be really finicky. Like, I mean, obviously that was a bad. I gotta pound the inside. Finally, finally. Damn it. I had to get away from my parents, man. I was like, I mean, I don't know. I got so much shit wrong with me. It's like one of those things where they wanted to have New Year's Eve dinner and shit, and I'm like, nah. It just wasn't working. Like, what I mean is that y'all know, like, in those situations where it's like, I can't stay here, not to be like that, but it's like, shit. You know, it's like one of those things where you're like, I am staying here, I'm gonna get freaking pissed. I would be pissed too. I was down like 12-0 to the Celtics. Like, but that like hell, it's like one of those things where I'm at their house. It just raises stress, raising hell. And yeah, Heath Horford's got that. Nope. Sometimes I'll say that and I'm like, yeah, that shot looks like shit. Oh come on. Yeah, I had no chance of going in. Alright. Yeah, that was like okay. Pass the ball around, find the shot, and nobody's open. Do like Markkinen though. I like him because he's that stretch four. Like he's a big, but he's a stretch big. That to me is always a good thing. You got a 7-footer that can shoot threes, you're good. I want to make sure that was my keys and not like fucking water. Oh, heyo. Okay, so it made it a little bit more competitive as I lose my mind in a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, this goal of the whole team is not to win games at this point. You're winning games like if we're above five, we're 11-15. I think that's middle of the pack to be honest, or lower half of middle of the pack. Not quite tanking, but shit, that's not good. I don't know. I would say this game is really finicky though, and 2K's always been that way. Like 2K is like, oh, you mess up a little bit on the shot meter, oh, you get punished. You know, even in free throws, it's like, oh, shit. I miss NBA Jam in a way, like, and what I mean by that is like the simplistic stuff, not like freaking, like oh well, we need to have ultra realism. I always kind of go into the NBA Live shit where it's like, if you don't have the skills to do ultra realism, you know, do some other stuff. Like be exaggerated, be NBA Jam, like shit. That would, I think 2K the basketball games in general are kind of like they miss one thing. This is also with every other sports game. Is one thing, and is that not everybody wants to know like the exact like what is it exact science of the sport. I would put it like I know people that'd be like, yeah, I just want to pick up and play NBA Jam or NHL, whatever the NHL equivalent was, or NFL Blitz. I mean, those shits. What I mean is, you could be like the crazy idea I have is to take like NBA Jam and basically make it into like a feeder system, right? You start with NBA Jams and the NFL Blitzes, not to say that they would ever go to the NFL Blitz again, but shit. I say because I know Blitz was always like, no concussions. Yeah, but I think if you do that, you could get a feeder system. Be like, get the kids while they're young, and then when they get older, and hopefully they want to actually play like a deeper sports game, you put them on the NBA 2Ks and whatever. That was a stupid play. Oh, that was pretty bad. Again, I'm kind of colorblind, so why am I? Yeah. Like what? I love it when the players don't react to your button presses either. That's always fun. Shit. Uh, at least he's on fire. Wendell Carter Jr., you may be helpful. I just realized the guy's 19, so like that's always a plus. I realize that guy's 19. He's got all the time in the world to grow and mature. You know what I mean? So it's like him and marketing are probably going to be kept. Like, what I mean, probably it's like one of those things we got to build around these guys and not, go for the big flashy moves and shit. Like, that's kind of why Robin Lopez is going to get dealt or cut or whatever. Because it's not like I hate Robin Lopez. I think, he'd be a good backup on, like, a contender. But shit, he's not. Oh, well. I don't know. I gotta make sure my mic is even recording. But that's probably gonna take place after this shit. Why? Because I don't feel like my phone's charging, so that was a stupid pull up mid ranger. That was stupid. Especially because he could have flushed that shit down the toilet. Flush the dunk. Jump ball. Ugh. This is what I like about shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't know, Jabari Parker, man, you suck. Yeah, I ran into the problem with when I was dealing with what is it? the when I was facing the Rockets, man, I was like, everybody's out of energy. Part of it's just like, what else do you do? Like, you got so many forwards and shit. You don't want to like all of a sudden realize that you're not putting in your best players. I mean, I don't know why this guy's on the team. he he is shit. All right. Oh, come on, man. All right. All right. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I freaking hate this sometimes. It's like, I gotta build up the roster my own way. And Cameron Payne should probably not even be on the team. I just keep hearing shit, like, you know. It's like one of those things where you watch too many NBA YouTubers. It's like, yeah, like it's like a stupid ass thing, right? You're just like, I know what the NBA is about, and it's like, no, you do not. Especially because it's like, Oh my god, just seriously, shoot the fucking ball. That's when the game is like the game, you know? It's like, shit, you know, this team is, it's nothing. I do like having a center, at least not, was it, doing what I did last time where it's like rolling everybody out on the floor and then having, sometimes these players just lack common sense, right? If you see a tip ball and you don't jump for it, like, what? You know, like, there's fouls, but then there's like the tip ball that's like, why is this guy not fighting for it? Like, you know, okay, I just left him open. That was stupid. But then again, what else am I gonna do? I'll cover him, yeah, but shit. It's like one of those things. Late. Oh, and he drains it. Shit. You know, maybe I'm gonna change it and there we go. Put that back up there. Yeah, because that totally doesn't help. All right. I'm doing this for 16 minutes because that's what it says. Terry Rozier. I remember when they thought he was a bust. Like, you know, I'm not saying he's like, you know, Michael Jordan, but damn. I put Michael Jordan as like the GOAT. Yeah, obviously. I don't see, like, I think when they talk about Jordan, it's almost like, as the GOAT, it's almost like nothing else can compare. And that's kind of true. Because it's like, you know, who else do you, is the GOAT? I don't think LeBron is, but I don't think it's like a bad thing. Everybody says it's like, oh, he's not the GOAT. Like, that's an insult. Like, you know, very few people can ever become that shit. I get it. You know, you don't say, you know, like, oh, you're never gonna become the goat or you're never gonna be the goat. But I mean, he's a pretty good basketball player. Like, you start your team, you want guys like him or Ben Simmons or you get my point. Oh, come on. I'm just chucking threes, I guess. And so are they. Oh god, I feel like taking a nap. 'Cause I was up to 5 in the morning last night doing shit. I don't know. I don't feel bad. I kind of was like, with my family, it's almost like, you know, I was gonna sit there and be pissed. Like, you know, that's not a good recipe for anything. I don't recommend being pissed. You know, it's like, you know, oh shit. Yeah, that was wide open. Come on, man, you gotta hit that. Of course, this controller is no shit. It's like shit. Ah, shit. I clawed the way back for nothing. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. When I say I don't like, I said it before. It's like the Bulls uniforms like this is classic. You know, this should be their uniform like almost all the time. You know, the red, the white, and the black. Not that stupid stars and like I looked at the uniform and nothing says Chicago Bulls about it. Like, I mean, that's both a good thing and a bad thing in a way. Like I get it. You don't want to go back to the MJ Black and things like that because you don't want. It's been done basically. Yeah, that was stupid. Oh shit. Get in there, sucker. I don't know. I just hate this like bullshit I go through sometimes. Like like I don't know. I'll just divulge some stuff I've been kind of not saying in these videos as a part of the trans community. It's a little bit tough to say stuff on YouTube sometimes because you get political and stuff. But this is not political. This is just happiness. Like right. That was a little percentage shot, but and maybe it's like 20 minutes in, nobody's watching. But I don't know. It's like one of those things where I'm like, shit, people might watch, people might not watch. I don't know. But I'm talking about like me being trans, and it's like I want to go and get therapy, right, to progress on being trans. I literally have to deal with a bunch of it. It's like one of those things like where people be assholes in ways you don't expect. Like with the therapy providers I could have at my disposal, it's like oh, you gotta like having doing homework. How the fuck do you learn? It's like, how to, like, what? Like, I'm not saying homework is bad. I'm saying they give you a pamphlet, you fill it the fuck out, and, like, I'm just like, that's not gonna happen. Like, and I'll tell them straight up to their face, like, look, why, like, we could talk. I mean, the concept of homework is not bad, right? Everybody needs self improvement. Why the fuck are they, like, just so blinded by stupidity? Like, you are, like, I almost want to say to this guy, it's like, he's blinded by stupidity. He's the head of therapy, and he's like, I'm not in a hospital, so like all y'all out there, are like, why is he talking about this? It's mostly just bullshit. Like, why, why are we like, why is this whole thing of like, you must fill out paperwork, once you get home? Like, I'll just tell him, like, I'll give him a note saying fuck off, almost. You know, it's like, really. There's a difference between homework, self improvement style. You know what I mean? And then like, oh, well, you got to fill out this paper. This paper is very important. This paper is your life. I'm like, you know what? I've had so much bullshit just happen over the last couple of weeks. It's ridiculous. Like the last couple of days, rather. I get told I go to a therapy, not therapy, psychiatrist, which is basically, ideally, an offshoot of therapy, right? It's like what it is basically like you go to a psychiatrist, you get your meds, and I need meds, so I don't care. I'll go get my meds. What they do is they'll be like, "Oh, well, you got to meet at 1:15. Fine, 1:15, great." And I'm someone that's like, I'll say what time it is. Like, I will be there, but like, don't leave me like waiting for an hour. I mean, I was I mean, that bothers me a lot. It's like I'm sitting there waiting an hour, and there's people ahead of me. I lost my shit, and it's like, oh, now I need to reschedule. Okay, fine. I have to go from a doctor that I don't really like to another one that I have to deal with. That's fine, but shit, like I mean, like I talked to some people and like it's like this is kind of like a open mic thing. It's not even really about basketball, but it's like why? Like it just becomes a why. Like why do I go to this asshole to get my meds? Like do I have something in my eye? Like why do I do this? Because I need meds. Well, that's where they got you by the balls. To use an expression, it's like, oh, you need us? We can treat you like shit. We can make you wait an hour and a half to your appointment. We could do this, this, and this. It's like, you know what? I maybe have mental illness. I may have a lot of different things. But damn it, I'm not gonna wait an hour for you to get your shit and meet with people. I understand that people need care. I'm not saying they don't. I'm not advocating you do less for people ahead of me, but it's like, I mean, like, it's like stupid. It's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna, I mean, I got shit I gotta do. So I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm not advocating for less work to be done with people ahead of me. I'm just saying, I don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? It's like the price of like stupidity here, as you know what I mean? But it's just like I'm sitting in the waiting room and everybody's like, "Oh, you should just wait for this guy." I'm like, I'm about to punch him to oblivion. Like, I don't think I'm gonna wait for this guy. You know? It's like one of those things where you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. It's like I I feel if they're gonna make me wait there, then they better be offering something good. Or in the case of me, it's like, you know, why? Like, I'm literally like, I'm fucking done. You don't want to see me on time. I understand. I will go find someone else to do this. I will go to CHR in Manchester. I will go find somebody else to fucking take care of it. Like, let's help the process. But I'm not gonna sit here while you found, like, I don't want to say this because they're not like this in our community. I'm not gonna sit here while you fondle your balls, you know? It's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, why would I sit there? Why would I sit there? Like, it's like my mom doesn't understand. My dad doesn't understand. It's like, oh, you'll just find something new to complain about with them. That's not the point. The point is when you're trying to run around, take a bus, and catch buses, you don't want to sit in some fucking doctor's office for an hour. I mean, it's not it's not cool. It's like, especially because it's like I'm not gonna sit here waiting for 2 or 3 hours. I mean, like, that just is so maddening. I gotta be grateful that it fucking takes 2 hours to fucking get me in. Say I have the right meds. That's the ultimate joke. Is everybody be like, well, why don't you feel happy? I would feel happy if I'm not sitting outside of your office for fucking hours. Like, he fucking does that. He does that all, like, that's his Dr. Cotton of I don't know, give him that bad a rep. I think it's like one of those things where you're just like, I don't give a shit. I want my services. If you go to the doctor's office and you have to wait a half hour after having a broken bone, do you go back to that doctor's office? Or do you find someone else to do? You know, I don't know. I don't care anymore. I can't focus on this shit because it gets so maddening. It's like, why? Why did you do this? Did you not know this was a bad idea? Like, fuck you, man. I'm fucking done. I can't stand bullshit. I can't stand it. It's like one of those things where, like, I'm talking to my friend, we're just like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Fucking ridiculous. Maybe I'll get in touch with my other friend. What's up? Okay. That's. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't pay attention to my phone, so it's like, oh, he's busy. That's good. I hate. I don't know. I'm someone that's just kind of done. Like, I don't know. I do not care anymore. I can't care anymore. It's like, what the fuck? I'm literally fucked in this world. Diabetes, bipolar disorder, idiots. It's all fucking true. Well, at least I got my Amazon. I don't think I'm done here. I'm not gonna like bore you to death too much. Like this, what, 2 minutes? Oh, 2 minutes of not doing any shit. All right, I'll see y'all later.